What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Everything Football. Now, today is a very sad day for football and for football fans. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. If you don't know, what's going on is they're making this Super League, which is designed to get the biggest teams in Europe playing together in one big league. So I think the teams are the typical Big Six in England are all signed up to join this league. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and then Inter Milan, AC Milan, and Juventus. And apparently they're still trying to get Barcelona and Bayern Munich, PSG, and RB Leipzig on board as well to join this league as well. And I'm afraid that this is going to be the end of football as we know it. The teams that are joining this league are no longer going to be able to play in the domestic leagues. So the English teams that are joining, they won't be able to play in the Premier League anymore as it stands. They won't be able to play in the Champions League anymore, Europa League, and the players that play in this league will no longer be able to play in the national team, which is just going to ruin national team football. And it's just going to ruin the domestic leagues in general, because the teams that are going to be playing in it bring in so much money for the leagues and bring in so many viewers for the leagues. It's just going to mess up football so much. And I believe it's the end of football as we know it, and it's going to move towards this kind of franchise thing, and it's the American model at the end of the day. We've seen this with so many sports before, this kind of movement towards the American model, and this is the American model, where they have like the best teams just playing against each other, the elite teams, and you don't get the chance of the smaller teams, the outsiders, to go and pull off a shock or something, because it's just going to be the same teams playing against each other every single year. So we're not going to see any more of the Leicester City winning the league out of nowhere, which no one could have ever anticipated. The days of that are over. We're moving towards a football game now where it's going to be more of an entertainment for us. They're probably going to be like halftime shows and all of that. They're going to be like kiss cams, dance cams. When you go to like maybe cricket games, or if you've ever been to a baseball game or something like that, which are very much Americanized now as well, they have like all of these, the kiss cams, the dance cams, whatever. They have all of that. They're going to have all the cheerleaders and all of this music and stuff like that. It's going to be like that. It's going to be Americanized completely. That's what it's going to be like. And it's an absolute mess. It's an absolute mess, because let's take the Premier League, for example. With these big six teams going, they're going to lose so many viewers in the Premier League. Like people like me, I'm a Manchester United fan. Why would I watch the Premier League now that my team are not in it anymore? Which is such a shame, because it's messing it up for the smaller teams. And yes, you can say, oh, the smaller teams are now going to go win the league and have a chance to win the league. But it's just going to mess it up for them. All of their biggest players are just going to go be bought by the teams in the Super League. They're just going to lose every single one of their best players. Jack Grealish from Aston Villa, he's going to go, because the teams that have entered the Super League are getting tons and tons and tons of money. So he's going to go. Fofana from Leicester, going to go. Maddison, going to go. All of the decent teams that haven't gotten to the Super League, their best players are probably all going to go, which isn't fair. And also, what's ridiculous is how have Arsenal been allowed to join the league and not Leicester? It's not fair, because Leicester are a better team than Arsenal at the moment. Leicester are third in the league. Arsenal are way down there. I don't know what they are. I think they're like 8th or 9th, or I think they're maybe even 10th. They're way down there. What classifies them as a big team? Tottenham. West Ham are higher than Tottenham. West Ham are higher than Arsenal. How on earth are these teams being classified as big teams when there are teams that are not allowed to join this competition ahead of them in the domestic league? It's not fair. Also, it's apparently this replacement for the Champions League. Well, that's just ridiculous, because with the Champions League, everyone in the league had an equal chance of getting into the Champions League. No matter who you are, whichever team you are. You saw Leicester's getting the Champions League. West Ham have a chance of getting the Champions League, which is now it's just going to be pre-decided who gets to play in this Super League. It's the teams that have the most money are basically going to be the ones that are able to play. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's just, I feel especially sorry for the smaller teams because it's going to mess the leagues up so much because the viewers are just going to go. They're going to go because people are going to watch the Super League now and they're not going to watch the Premier League. The standard of the Premier League is now going to drop so much, even though teams like Leicester, Wolves, Southampton are good sides, but they don't have the audience that my team has. Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Oh, it's just ridiculous. And I tell you what, Manchester United, my team, I have lost so much respect for them. So much. They are basically throwing our history into the bin by joining this flipping Super League. They've decided, okay, we're not going to be in the Champions League anymore. What? We have had so many great memories in the Champions League. 1999, we won the treble. That Ole Gunnar Solskjaer last-minute goal. Unbelievable. We leave now. That's our history gone. That's it gone. We're not going to be able to join that again. It's gone. That's in the past now. It's just ridiculous. Our history is just something that I'm so proud of as a club, you know. I look at the club and see what they've achieved and all of the great stuff all the way back to the Busby Babes back in like the 1950s and 60s, all of the stuff that they won, the tragedy that they had with the Munich air disaster that time as well, and the Sir Matt Busby. They've just been through so much in our, you know, the Premier League, Champions League. We've done so much, and now we're just saying, all right, now we're just going to go somewhere else. Somewhere just where only the elite clubs are allowed. No change, no chance for outside clubs to go and get the victory. No, we're just going to join this league. Scrap the tradition, we're going to join this league. Absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. And this morning, I have to be honest, I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Am I going to keep on supporting Manchester United after they did this? It's ridiculous. Honestly, at one stage this morning, I was just like, I'm done with United. I'm absolutely done with them. Because how can they do this? They've done this because of the money, not because of the football. If it was a football decision, they would still be in the Premier League. They would still be playing in the Premier League, and they still will stick with the Champions League. It would be fine. There would be no Super League. But this is all because of the money. I think they get paid something like 450 million to just go and play in this competition or something. And we all know why they're going to play in it. Because they want the money. Our flipping owners, the Glazers, they are absolutely awful. They know nothing about football. They just care about money. And this is why they made the Super League. Not for the fans, not for the fans to enjoy, but for them to get money. They do not care about us. They just want to get money. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just, I mean, this isn't rehearsed. I'm just speaking, to be honest. That's why it's a little bit all over the place. I didn't write a script for this. I'm just speaking from the heart. So yeah, I'm pretty sure most of you all feel the same way about the Super League because it is absolutely, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. It's going to mess up national team football so bad as well because if you look at the teams that are playing in it, you have Barcelona, which have Barcelona and Real Madrid, which is most of the Spanish team. The Spanish team is basically now gone. The English team is primarily made up of the big six teams in the Premier League. That's now, one of my friends sent me a picture of what the English team will look like without the big six, and it's, oh my days. It's absolutely crazy how much it's going to affect national team. France, it's going to affect as well. I reckon if this goes ahead, Germany are favourites for the Euros. And by the way, fair play to the German teams. So much respect for you. You did not get tempted by the money and dive into this stupid cash-grabbing tournament. You stuck with your gut. You knew what the fans wanted. The fans want to stay in they want to have the big teams playing domestic football. And look, it's quite likely that Bayern will go on and play in the Super League, which, you know, then basically just proves all of that wrong, because that's totally wrong again. But so far, none of them have left the league, and also for the French league as well, so respect to them as well. And by the way, respect to Jose Mourinho as well, because I think what I've heard at the moment is that he got sacked because he didn't want to play in this Super League. So huge respect to him. I think Klopp has also said he's just going to resign because this isn't a decision about football. This is a decision from our owners that are all bankers, businessmen. And this is what happens when you get businessmen that know nothing about football running a club. It doesn't work. The decisions need to be made about football rather than making money. We are on the brink of losing the game that we all know and we all love, and it's so painful to see. Now, look, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not going to watch the Super League, because if it's on, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to watch it because they're going to be good games. And you know what? Even though Manchester United have betrayed my trust, I still support them. Even though I lost so much respect for them. But this is why I still support them, to be honest. It's because, look, this for me is down to the owners. It's not really down to the players and the manager. They really wouldn't have had much choice in what they were doing here. I still really hope that players like Rashford are going to go out and speak and say, hold on a sec, I'm not doing this. This Premier League, Champions League, this is tradition. This is our history. We're not just chucking this in the past and moving on with this cash-grabbing tournament. No. I really hope that players like Rashford, our players, I hope that they speak out and they're like, hold on, we're not doing this. Because that, I can see, is a way that we won't play in this. Because if the players just suddenly turn around and say, hold on, we're not playing on this, you can't play football without the players. So that is the only way for me, one of the only ways it's going to stop. And if you're looking at the benefits of this tournament, it's difficult. You know, I don't want to just look at it from one lens, but the benefits. Look, I'm going to compare it to the IPL, which is the Indian Premier League, which is for cricket fans. You'll probably know what the IPL is. But yeah, that's a franchise as well. And I'm not going to lie to you, I really enjoy the IPL. I watch every single year, and it's really good entertainment. However, football and cricket are two completely different games. And for me, it's just going to, if they do this whole franchise thing for football, it's going to mess everything up. It's just going to mess up the development of the youngsters as well, and the youth academy of the big teams as well, because they're going to keep on bringing in huge players, and there's going to be no space for these players they've got in the youth academy to break into the first team, which is just ridiculous. So it's a really sad day for football. And yeah, wait, hold on a sec. I just went off on a tangent there, but yeah, I was talking about the IPL, and the IPL is a franchise, and it's one that I quite enjoy. The format to the IPL is actually basically the same as the Super League, and basically the thing about the IPL is they're constantly changing players all the time, and players are playing with different teams and stuff, and you never really form an allegiance to a team. You rather form allegiances to players, because the players keep on changing the teams so much. But in terms of entertainment, it isn't too bad. There's, it's very entertaining. There's the music, there's the dancing, you have all of these, like I said, the dance cams, all of that. It's all very Americanized. It's very entertaining. And I'm not going to lie about that. That's probably what it's going to be like, the Super League. There's going to be a whole lot of halftime shows, all of that stuff, which personally I'm not interested in. I just want to see good football, to be honest. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of going here. But yeah, but the IPL for me also kind of works because it is not just the only franchise league in cricket. They have BBL, PSL, and they have all these players playing for loads of different teams. So cricket is very different to football. Football, you just stick with one team, and that's the only team that player plays for. So for football, this is just going to absolutely destroy the game, and it's just, honestly, I'm so disappointed in my club. I'm also disappointed in rival clubs like Liverpool. I mean, really? After all of the history you've had in the Premier League, you've won 19 Premier League titles. or First Division slash Premier League titles. You've won like 6 Champions Leagues, and you're willing to just throw this away for a lot of extra money. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And you know what else is ridiculous? Is there are so many fans out there that really do not want this to happen, but they have not paid any attention to this. None at all. No thought on what the fans want. And football this is why this is gonna be an absolute fail, because who is gonna go to these games? Who is gonna go to them? Because the fans did not want this. There are United fans out there. One of my friends is a United fan. He said he's going to change allegiance, which, you know what? I don't blame him. They've completely lost my respect as well. I'm sticking with them because that's the team that I've always supported, and I'm not going to change no matter what. But I can see why people are changing. They've lost so many fans, and I'm sure it's the same with Liverpool, with Chelsea, with Arsenal, and it's just absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. And I don't care what sort of excuse that they give. I'm sure the guys at Barcelona will probably say, oh, it's to get them out of debt or whatever. Probably United will throw the same excuse, but it's absolute nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. It's this Super League is just going to absolutely mess up football. And guys, I do apologise. I'm really not being articulate here. I don't know why. I just suddenly started to lose my voice. I think I'm talking too much, but and also I'm really angry. So this video, I'm really sorry. There's probably no green screen as well. I wanted to post this quickly, so I'm really sorry about that. But I'm just really angry. And yeah, please do let me know what you feel, how you feel about this Super League in the comment section below. It's an outrage, and it's gonna mess up. It's gonna change football as we know it. And it's so sad to see, because for me, football is a game where everyone has a chance. No matter how big or how small a club is, everyone has a chance. And by doing this, it's just so elitist, and there's no chance for the little clubs anymore, because the money is all going to shift to, well, it's already shifted, but it's going to shift even more to the big clubs, meaning it's going to be pretty much impossible for the small clubs to really do anything anymore, which is so sad. And it's the magic of football has always been the outsiders winning, doing the unexpected. Like you see Leicester City, West Ham this season. We've seen it so many times, but it's so magical because you never know what's going to happen with football. And I absolutely love this game. And yeah, I apologize for the articulation on this video, because I'm just really fuming. I haven't planned it. I just want to speak from the heart. I'm just absolutely fuming of what's happened, and it's really sad to see just our tradition and everything being just thrown out of the window for extra money. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and for the owners of the teams to have no interest in what the fans think is just ridiculous. Now, I'm going to move on to, do I think it will happen? And I'm not sure. I think it is down to the players. I think the fans have already started to complain massively, and so far it's not really done anything. I think if the players make a stand and say, no, we're not going to play in this, send out their tweets, make statements and say, hold on, this isn't right. We respect the tradition of the club. We respect the tradition of the league. We are not willing to sacrifice our league to play in this stupid tournament. We're sticking with the league. And if you're going to get us to play in this tournament, we just aren't playing. Because the thing is, you cannot play football matches without football players. So if they do not get the big names on board, if they don't get the Messis, if they don't get the Ronaldos, if they don't get Bruno or Rashford or these guys, if they don't get them on board, they're going to have a serious problem. And I think that's the only way that's going to be saved. Really, I think it's the only way. And again, huge respect for big clubs that haven't joined yet. Honestly, that's my respect for them is huge, because you've understood that football is more important than money, and you have to prioritize our leagues and our foot and the beautiful game above stupid stupid money. I'm not gonna say that word. But yeah, it's just, oh my word, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. And I'm sure, like most of you, you're all really upset, like I am. And also respect to you if you've gone all the way in this video, because this video has been an absolute awful one. I'm really sorry again for this, because I've just tried to speak from the heart, and it's just really painful to see football turn into this. And oh yeah, I know it's just ridiculous. And I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. With also, I did have one more point I wanted to say. I thought at the moment, this time, like I'm just talking about society in general. Um, I thought the aim was to get people closer together and united together, and all as one, and um, you know, not dividing via race or religion or gender, but just seeing each other as a human race and seeing each other as just equals, even though we all are different, different people and different, have different talents, have different purposes in society, and are all here for different reasons, and all have been put on this planet for different reasons. But by doing this is just completely contrasting what we're going for. We want, contrasting what we're trying to achieve in society, which is as fair a society as possible, and this isn't fair. Make teams like Leicester should not allowed to join this competition, because they are better than Arsenal. They are better than Tottenham. They should be allowed, and it's just not fair. The society we're trying to build is fair, and this just contrasts it completely. But I'm going to end the video off here. And again, I really apologize. This video has been all over the place, but I just try to speak from the heart. And yeah, it's a tough one to swallow. And if this does go ahead, it's really sad. And obviously, it's commencing in August as well, if it does go ahead. And I'm sure most of you are on the same boat as well. It's a sad day for football, and to see this happen to the game that I love, it's sad. And when I was watching the game yesterday, the game against Burnley, it just took away the happiness I had from that game, because we won the game 3-1 in the end, and it was not a bad performance, to be honest, and it just took everything away from that performance, which is just crazy. And it's a sad day for football. And I'm with you guys, the guys that you Barcelona fans out there, you City fans, Liverpool fans. I'm with you guys, and yeah, let's just try and put this message out, try and stop this from happening, try and do our bit, try and promote this from not happening, because this is just going to mess up the game. And I don't want to see this happen. I love football. My life revolves around football. I play football, I watch football, I play FIFA. Literally, so much of my life revolves around it. And just to see this happen, something so huge like this happen, it's really sad to see. And the team that I followed since I was a kid, and since I was like 4 or 5 years old, so sad to see just our tradition thrown out the window. A league that I've watched since I was a kid. It's just, it's so sad. It's really, really sad. And I really hope the players, like the fans have done, make a huge stand to this, because it's really upsetting. And admittedly, I don't have Twitter, so I'm not as up to date as some of you out there. But I just wanted to make this video because, I understand that this is it's a sad day, and I want to spread the message out there that we need to stop this from happening, because we need to save football. The fans and the players need to save football, and that's we have to do that together. We have to unite together, and hopefully pray that this tournament doesn't go ahead, and we can go back to stick with our Premier League and Champions League, and that's what I want. And it's like I said so many times, it's a sad day, and I really don't know what to say. It's just really sad. and it's so tough because it's already such a tough time in our society now with COVID and everything, and the timing is just awful, and it's just really, really, really tough because this is a team that I've grown up watching, and for the Glazers and the owners to do something as awful as this, to join a league for the money and leave behind our tradition, our heritage, it's disgusting. And I don't know what to say. I'm speechless at the moment. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Do remember to smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support is very much appreciated. I am going to try and post more often. My phone broke, so I hadn't posted for a couple of weeks, but I got a new phone now, so I do intend to post more, and hopefully it will be a little bit more structured than this one. But this one needed to go out there, and it's a sad day for football, and I'm praying that this doesn't go ahead, and I'm sure all of you guys out there are also praying with me that this doesn't go ahead. And also Ramadan Kareem to all of you Muslims out there that are celebrating Ramadan. And yeah, good luck with continuing your fast, and yeah, have a great day, guys.